Hi there, everyone. Welcome. I'm taking Caleb's position because he and his wife and daughter are on vacation. But I have some exciting information to share with everybody today. As a lot of you know, I try at least once a year, sometimes twice a year, to provide a seminar, webinar, workshop on how to be your own special education advocate for your child. And we're doing that tomorrow from 10 to 12. You can go to our website and sign up for that and get the Zoom link. I will have Dana, who is our in-house special education advocate, helping me with that. We're going to be talking about a lot of important stuff like how to prepare for your IEP meeting, how to read your IEP from cover to cover. It is a legal binding contract, don't forget. And how to handle the negativity or the denial that the school district wants to give you for services that you ask for. I'm going to bring up some of the information. We're going to have some some paperwork that you'll get to help you in planning for your IEP meeting. For example, before going to your IEP meeting, you might want to fill out a form that we'll have for you tomorrow on describing your child's strengths and their talents, their hobbies. You're going to this IEP meeting as the expert on your child. Even though they want to act like they are the experts, you are actually the expert on your child. So you'll want to talk to them about the behaviors that you encounter at home. You want to talk to them about the kinds of needs your child has and the types of assistance you give your child at home. You're gonna talk to them about the goals that you would want for your child. You're gonna talk to them about some of the concerns you have. The school districts are required to basically be very positive. So a lot of you, as you know, we get you excuse me, we get you IHSS services. And with protective supervision, your IEP is a big piece of that puzzle. So if the IEP is void of certain information, it's going to make it really hard for you to get or keep your protective supervision. So what I like to do is help parents learn how to be their own advocate so that you don't have to put money out to hire one. Now, we are here, people hire us, but we have a waiting list. So at this point, I haven't been able to add more to that department. So we have two ladies that help with that, and they are booked. So my goal is to help you learn how to do this yourself to the extent that you can. Okay, we know you're busy parents. We know home life is busy enough to have to add this to it. But unfortunately, for you to get the services for your child, you're going to need to know some of this information. If you have friends that have special ed children getting IEPs, tell them about this and tell them to connect with us so they can participate. Like I said, you're going to be getting some documents. I believe Dana's preparing them that will be really helpful for you with your IEP meetings. We're not charging for this. It's a free webinar workshop. And my goal in providing this to all of you is part of my vision of just equipping parents to know how to navigate the different systems. Excuse me. It's that season where I have asthma. Hate it. Anyway, so tomorrow, 10 o'clock in the morning until about noon, and we'll have plenty of time for you to ask questions. So we may go longer than 12, but the teaching time won't be any longer than that. We're also going to talk to you about some of the evaluations that your child gets every 3 years, like the psychoeducational evaluation, how to read it, how to know what it says. So often I'll talk to a parent and I'll say, so what is your child's IQ? And they have no clue. But it is in that psychoeducational evaluation every year. every 3 years when you get that assessment. So you need to know how to read that report, and that we're going to help you with that. And you're going to hear about services like speech and language therapy. A lot of times school districts will tell you, we're giving you the maximum. Well, there is no maximum. So we're going to talk to you about how to get more services. And if the school district says no to things you're asking for, how to deal with that negative response. Meanwhile, I wanted to also mention today, since I get a chance to sit in the seat that Caleb does, I just want to encourage all of you out there that are watching and who have friends with children who have special needs and might need in-home support services. I am really concerned about what's happening in the state right now with IHSS. Parents are coming to us after they've gone and done the first assessment on their own and they've been denied, either denied protective supervision or denied all services. Then they're coming to us, and that puts us in an awkward position. We'll take the case and we're going to help you, but it's much better if you come to us before your assessment and let us help you at that assessment. And here's why. A parent will do it on their own. They'll get a denial, and their notice of action will say, no, your child is not eligible for protective supervision, for example. And they're thinking, well, wait a minute. My child is eligible and they have these behaviors. So they want to file for a hearing, and they'll come and ask me to go to the hearing for them. Unfortunately, I don't get the position statement that the county has created that explains why they didn't give it until most times 2 days before the hearing. And that's when I look at it and I say, oh dear, I can't win in front of a judge because this document says the parent said this, the parent said that. So I'll call the mom or the dad and I'll say, did you by chance say these things? And they'll go, oh yeah, I said those things. And I will say to them, well, those are things you said that will keep you from getting protective supervision, even though you were well-meaning. It was said in such a way that will prevent you. So if we go in front of a judge, you're going to get denied. And sometimes they feel bad because they think, well, there's all this money I could be getting retroactively. But I have to say to them, you don't have a leg to stand on. So what I recommend is we go back to the drawing board and we get another assessment, and we are there with you, and we talk to the social worker from a different perspective. And then if we don't get it, I'll take it to hearing and we'll have a better chance of winning. So people don't realize that it's a lot harder to convince a judge than it is to convince the county social worker. And that's hard to believe because a lot of times these social workers can be quite difficult. But the judges are far more difficult. And they will find any reason possible. And if any judges are watching, I apologize, but you all know it's true. You'll find any reason to deny protective supervision. I've had judges write that because the child smears their feces and puts it in their mouth, it's not dangerous. Okay. Or the child has a meltdown, banging their head. And it might be because the parent took away something that they wanted. Well, the judge will then decide, well, the child is purposefully doing this to get back whatever the parent took away, when actually it's a dysregulated behavior due to the mental impairment. So I don't know why this is happening in our state. I don't know why we're getting these kinds of decisions, but it's much better to work with the county social worker, believe it or not. So I urge any of you that might have assessments coming up to have us help you. I don't need to get extra work. We are booked out. If you call today and you don't have a hearing already asked for, then we'll put you on our list to call you, and we're booked out weeks. So call as soon as you can. You'll get on my calendar under certain circumstances. I'll take cases to interview. And just know, we don't, even though you've asked for a hearing, you've been denied, it doesn't mean you'll necessarily be able to have a hearing. Because if the county position statement, what they write, and you agree that it's accurate, and I've done this for so many years now, I see there's no way we'll win. We want to win for you. So we'll go back to the drawing board. However, if you want to move forward with your hearing and you lose, it's much harder then at the next 2 or 3 assessments, because the county will use that negative decision and hang it over your child's head, which is unfortunate. So I urge you all, if you don't have help, call. We'll be here for you. If you're already our clients, I am happy to say that we're always here ready and willing to answer any of your questions. This is going to be a short live because I don't have much else to talk about, and I don't have Dakota or Caleb to talk to. So just wanted to let you know I think about you all, and I am going to hopefully see as many of you as possible tomorrow on our workshop. Come to galdadvocacy.com, sign up for it, and you'll get, I think you can sign up, I might be wrong, but my person that helps with this, Teresa, is watching, I think. And I think you can sign up even right before. So tell your friends, this is an opportunity to get some free help on how to be your own special education advocate tomorrow at 12. You guys take care. Have a blessed weekend.